It's India's moment in the sun, and the endorsement is coming from none other than Christine Lagarde, the head of the International Monetary Fund. On a two-day tour of India, the IMF chief met with Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Finance Minister Arun Jaitley as she took stock of the state of the economy. Lagarde gave a big thumbs up to the Modi government's first full-year budget, saying the FM's strong resolve on fiscal consolidation augurs well for India.
Lagarde says India is in a sweet spot at a time when bigger economies are stuttering, and the fall in global crude oil prices will only make India's case stronger. She also endorsed the government's price control measures, stating that a flexible policy like India's will help hasten economic recovery. The only worrying point could be a surprise rate action by the US Fed Chief Janet Yellen, which could roil global markets.
It's time for India to seize the moment. The fall in global crude prices, coupled with sound policies by the Modi Sarkar, makes India a bright spot in a gloomy global horizon. That's the word coming in from none other than the IMF chief, Christine Lagarde. On her two-day visit to India, Lagarde met Prime Minister Modi and his Chief Lieutenant Arun Jaitley and gave the thumbs up to their first full-year budget, calling FY16 budget a step in the right direction. Lagarde welcomed India's stance on medium-term fiscal consolidation path and flexible inflation targeting as well. But IMF projects India to grow at 7.2% in FY15, lower than the government's estimate of 7.4%. And that's why Lagarde insists private investment, easier land acquisition and labour reforms are necessary to push growth.
India is the bright spot of the global economy, that there is what I call a seize the moment time for the Indian economy. There is clearly renewed confidence from the rest of the world. There is a degree of fiscal consolidation, but I think that it should be anchored in the medium term in order to give the macroeconomic stability framework to the country.
But as the world awaits Janet Yellen's next policy move, Lagarde insists that monetary policy in the world's leading economies was out of step and, even if well managed, could cause excessive volatility in international financial markets.
Her warning comes on the eve of the US Fed meet, which many say will signal an increase in rates by as early as June this year. And that, experts say, will trigger a flight of capital from emerging countries like India. Although the IMF chief believes India is much better prepared to absorb the shocks. Ruchi Bhatia, ET Now, New Delhi.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.